Hello people. So I know I made an inventory review about a month ago, but so much has happened since that video, and also I was not completely happy with that video. There's some stuff that I felt like I should have also discussed. And it was a bit shoddily put together, so I'm just making this video as a bit of an update video. Literally so much has changed in my inventory. A lot of things have cut, but overall just a lot of new stuff has happened since that video was made, so I felt like it'd be good just to share it to the world, I guess. You can already tell by what I have right in front of you that, yeah, I do have a lot of new stuff. The bodies, I don't have a lot of new bodies. Actually, I should say I do. But I'll go over everything I did last time. I'll go over again. So starting with the Animus, again, I got this from the item shop quite a while back, but I haven't used this for a while. Don't use it really. Sometimes when I want to have fun, just to freestyle and stuff. I'm not the best freestyle ever, but the breakout, even though it's nowhere near as good as it used to be, it's still fun to use, and in this case, I have a Crimson Breakout. I have two Dominuses now. Dominuses? I have this Cobalt Dominus, which of course I use for blue, and the Saffron Dominus, which I use for red, and both were on the item shop. The Cobalt was today, the Saffron was, I think, Christmas last year. But again, if I want to use Dominus, I use these two for orange and blue. Endo from, I believe, the starter pack last season. A card that's actually quite expensive. This has gone up so much in price. Is the Sky Blue Fennec. I'm not the biggest Fennec user. I've bought it just to have a try at what a Fennec was like. And I figured out I'm not the biggest Fennec fan. If I want to have some extra fun, I'll always use the Mantis. I have this Mantis in Saffron Incapable Scorer. Now I have three Octanes now. I used to have two, now I have three. Actually, I think when I first filmed this video, I only had one. But I have the Cobra Octane, which of course I use for all my blue cars, the Purple Octane, and the Saffron Octane. And I have many presets, and I shuffle these around often, as well as the Dominuses. From the new season, the Remix GXT, I did have one of these in Titanium White, but I sold it. I also don't mind is the Ronin GXT, which I have in Titanium White. Again, not worth much, but it's just good to be out there. I have a few limiteds and stuff like that, like the 70s Dodge Charger, which I reckon looks sick. Also the Battle Bus, which was a DLC. The Jurassic Jeep Wrangler, which I've had for a while. And just some more painted garbage, like a Burnt Sienna Remix, Grey and Saffron. And also the Twin Mill, which is also another DLC car. Moving on to all the decals I have. A lot of new decals, actually. So starting off with the Deep 6 in Lime in a Capable Paragon. I still reckon, even though it's import, this is one of the best decals in the game. Followed up by probably my most expensive decal, the Dune Racer in no coloured. These go for, I think, 1.9k now. That's how much I bought it for. But it just looks clean with anodized pearl and a simple car. That's why I bought it. But it's also it's just a clean decal in general. From, I think, a DLC from October last year or something, the Ectoplasm. The car, if you're feeling fancy. The decal, if you're feeling fancy, the fancy form. I actually have a soft spot for this decal, and I actually use it quite a lot. Now moving on to, I have all the black market decals I have, starting off with the Heatwave, classic decal. Yeah, and I use this quite regularly. I like just how it looks. It's better than Firegirl, that's for sure. I also have this black Hextide, which, some people say Hextide is ass. I actually like Hextide quite a lot. I do admit black probably isn't the best color for it, but it's just a nice clean decal, really. I also have this Hydro Paint in Crimson, which I've had for the longest time ever, and like I said in the last video, I reckon it's one of the most underrated decals. Two Interstellars. I have the black Interstellar, which goes well mostly with red cars and stuff like that, and Titanium White Interstellar, which both look very good. Liquid Camo. I'm surprised I haven't sold these, but Liquid Camo, which I've also had for a while, again, a really underrated decal. And to my final black market decal, the Mainframe, which is again one of the best, cleanest decals. One of my favorite decals as well. And I have a couple other stuff, most from Battle Pass, but I have the NRG decal, clean decal, RLCS from the first one, Rogue, all the rewards for season 1, some of the Battle Pass stuff like Slayer Temple, a Tactician Pink Tigress, which I can't remember where it came from, the recent new X Games decal. All these EQRLs, these are just all from Battle Pass. EU United, these are again just all from the Battle Pass. More Stadio Temples, this one in Titanium White Goalkeeper. But yeah, that's what is for my decals. Moving on to wheels, which is probably where I have a big collection of wheels, I'll tell you that. Starting off with probably one of the most expensive wheels I have is the Apex, which is, in my opinion, one of the best wheels in the game. Just generally, again, reasonably rare, but it's just a clean wheel. Just a Battle Pass wheel I have, Celestial 2 and Limited. Of course, I have the 2 Cristianos, including the Cobalt Cristianos, Dicey Oros, which I'm pretty sure you just get with the game, DIYs from the Battle Pass, Zotto 4R inverters from the Battle Pass, Black Glaives, which I don't particularly use anymore, but they still look pretty sick. I reckon one of the most underrated wheels in the game, Hepatises, which I reckon look sick. And if you get these in black, they even look even better. But there's not much of a difference between black and grey in these. But blacks are worth about like 20 times more. They're just like a bit more black. But greys still look really, really good. One of my coolest wheels is Hypnotic Crimson in Scorers. Hypnotics again are one of my favourite wheels, especially in Crimson. These look sick. Metal Carapaces, which I believe are from one of the rewards from Octanes. I still have these old Plasmatic Saffrons, which still a very good wheel, and I still like these wheels a lot. These Black Pyruses, which I reckon look sick. I don't actually use these much, I wish I could more, but Black Pyruses always look sick. I still have the Titanium White Rat Rods, which look fucking amazing. Sky Blue Revenants, which I actually use these quite a lot. These are just a good, clean blue wheel. Orange RLHPs, which I also reckon actually look quite cool. These Roulettes in Titanium White and also in Turtles. These are one of the most cleanest wheels. And also, they're not, I don't believe they're that expensive. These Black Santa Fe's, which also look pretty cool. Blue Spiralises, which go well with blue cars. Pink Vortexes, which I think I just got from a drop. Again, one of the coolest wheels I have are these Black Humanes in Aviator. And these are the ones I usually use for my car. They're just clean. I'm not sure why people go on about black Sterns and black Daishis when these look just as good and are worth about 500 creds. I definitely recommend these. From the Battle Pass, these Zokos, another clean wheel, these Capable Tactician Black Zombies, which again, people say that these aren't that good because they're just boring, but they look clean, especially with the fancy formal I've just shown you. I also have Zombies in Cobalt, which go with the perfect color wheel from one of the cars I use. That's why I got it. I have 2 lots of Zowies. Zowies are one of my favorite wheels. Some people think they're ugly. I think they actually look kind of cool. And you don't see them often. And they're rare, so that's why I like them mostly. But I have them in 2 colors. I have these Lime Zowies, which were in the item shop. And probably one of the most expensive wheels I have, these Zowie Titanium Whites, which I reckon, they look a bit purplish, but I just got them because they're rare. And they're just a cool item to have in your inventory, really. A couple of free lobes just from the Battle Pass. Some more random Battle Pass wheels. The best wheel in the game, the Carriage. I just got these because they looked awfully terrible, and I wanted to actually see what they look like. They're as terrible as they look. Some more Battle Pass wheels. Saffron Demon Discs. Some even more Battle Pass wheels. Some reward wheels, some even more Battle Pass wheels. I have a lot of Battle Pass wheels, and even more Battle Pass wheels. Moving on to all the boosts I have. I usually have boost. I have all these, which are all Battle Pass. Don't really use the baseline. The bandwidth is a pretty cool boost. Actually, don't mind it. Beat Saber, which is a DLC. Faded Cosmos, which is always good with white cars. Heartbeat, these are both from the Battle Pass. Righteous Gale, which was a reward, I'm pretty sure. I actually don't mind this boost. This boost actually looks pretty cool. Titanium White Shining Barrage, which I use quite often because, of course, it's Titanium White. Forest Green Shining Barrage as well. I also have this Playmaker Sparkles in Saffron and Playmaker Sparkles in Sky Blue. These is what I use for my Cobalt Octane and my Yellow Octane, or Dominus, and so on. Pink Supernova if I use the pink car, and Vaporwave Remix. I'm not a big topic collector, but the main ones I use are the Flower Lotus, the Halo, of course, the Witch, and the Wizard hats. To my gold explosions, I'm not a big fan of gold explosions, but I do like some. The main ones, Light Show from the collection. This Black Overgrowth, which is a really cool gold explosion. Rad Rock and Lime. Reaper, which is one of the sickest gold explosions. I probably should use it more, to be honest. Shattered, which is the gold explosion I use mostly. Again, probably one of the best black market explosions. Pink Light Show, never used it, but still there. Meta Blast in Forest Green. All the Rizzes. Again, for my Cobalt and my Saffron Octane and Dominus, I have the Sky Blue and Saffron Laser Waves, as well as the Righteous Gale. And I'll also just quickly go over all my presets, the ones I use for each car. This is the one I mainly use. This is kind of like a sweat car with the June Racer decal on it and the black mains. And that's what it looks like on yellow, and of course the Hepahatuses. Pretty much the same thing, but with the Dominus and without the decal. Again, anodized pearl. If I use the Dominus, this is mostly what I use. If I wanna go fancy a bit, I'll use this, this one is just a Cobalt with Interstellar and the black Santa Fe's. And this is probably one of the coolest cars I have, with the Apexes, the Cobalt, and the black Hextide. Again, this is another cool Octane just preset I have with the Heatwave, with the Cobalt Zombies. And again, this is a car I really like the look of, with the Crimson Hypnotics, the black Interstellar, and all of that. Again, this car I sometimes use with the fancy full moon, the black Zombies, of course. And for blue, I use the purple Octane with the Zowie. Again, I don't use the Zowies much, I just like having them in my inventory because they're quite rare. But this is with the Mainframe, looks pretty cool. If I want to use the Mainframe Rat Rod, I've got one for each. I have this Dominus, which I don't use anymore. Another Dominus preset, a Dominus for the Titanium Rat Rod. The Fennec, which doesn't look too bad. I don't use Fennec really. The Breakout when I use it. The Mantis, and this Octane, which has the lime things, and that. And apart from that, that's my whole inventory. Again, it's a bit of an update video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.